Hi Tyler, how are you today? I'm Thomas.
Good, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Alright, so in front of you today, which I see that you already read, did you get that by our receptionist today?
Yeah.
Okay, and did they inform you what was on that client informational sheet, which is your bill of rights?
Yep. That's just all the things that I have the rights to. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
Do you have any questions relating to that client's bill of rights?
I do not.
Okay. Did you sign? Anything have questions on the back?
I will sign right now.
Okay. Are you over 18 or do you need a legal guardian to sign that paper?
I am over 18.
Okay. And today we're only going to have 10 minutes to meet. But if you do want to meet with me any longer past today, we have 2 times so we can meet. Each time will be an hour. But if you feel you need anything after that, we could talk beyond that period. Like I said, today, after you just read our HIPAA laws, nothing beyond these barriers, go beyond these walls. But I am a mandated reporter, so if there's any abuse to you, an elderly person, a child, or an animal, I am more likely to go beyond these walls to protect you as well as those. Alright, so let's see, Tyler. You don't mind if I take notes today? This is just to better analyze and get a bigger picture of you, so I can see what we're looking at, how we can help you, what treatment routes. You understand?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So what brings you here today to see me?
I have been having terrible migraines lately and a lot of trouble sleeping.
Terrible migraines, a lot of trouble sleeping. Okay, and when did this start?
This has been going on for, I'd say, about a year. At least the migraines anyway. The trouble sleeping just recently started, maybe about a month ago. Maybe 2 months at the most.
About a month ago, 2 months at the most. Okay, and when do you find during the day that you receive these headaches?
Usually right around, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours after I wake up. And sometimes it goes away, but it'll come back later on in the day at any point.
It goes away and comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some symptoms do you experience during these headaches?
Extreme sensitivity to light, sound, smell sometimes. Smells can be a lot stronger, nauseating. Usually just a lot of pain right around here, and then also my temples.
Okay, so you feel like it's your sinus headaches, or
It's like an all around.
all around?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Describe to me what hurts the most.
My temples usually right around here, so a little bit forward from the temples, but not quite the middle where the sinuses are. I've done a little research, and from what I see, it's not a sinus headache, because if it was, it'd be here. And since it's over here, I don't really know why or what's going on.
Okay. Now, when you get a headache, do you find yourself getting it when you go to bed?
I usually, if I have a really bad headache and I'm home and I'm not at work, I'll try to sleep it off. But I don't usually get a headache before going to bed normally.
Alright, so no headache before bed.
Unless it's been a really long day, in which my headache has probably been there since early in the morning.
Okay. Have you taken any medicines, or are you on anything right now to treat your headaches or sleeping patterns?
No prescriptions, just Tylenol for my headaches, and I picked up some melatonin from my local pharmacy to try and help sleep. It's helped a little bit, but not as much as it should be.
Okay. Now, have you done any treatments, or have you been to any doctors about your headaches?
No.
Now, what about your sleeping patterns?
I work really early in the morning to usually right about mid-afternoon, so I will come home and the first thing I do is take a nap. I try to take a short nap, and then sometimes that doesn't work. I end up taking a long nap. And then I usually can't fall asleep at night anyway. So that's why I nap in the afternoon, because I know that if I don't, I'm just going to be awake forever.
Mm. Now, do you find yourself napping a lot during the day?
Oh, yeah. Just about every day I take a nap because I don't sleep at night.
Every day. Because you don't sleep at night. Explain. Do you know why you don't sleep at night?
I'm not really sure. I just lay there and it takes me a really long time to fall asleep. And then I toss and turn all night and wake up several times and just roll over and roll over and roll over.
Roll over and roll over and roll over. Do you find yourself thinking about a lot of stuff when you go to bed?
Usually just what I have to do the next day, which is always a list about a mile long.
Okay. And why do you find yourself thinking about this list when you're about to go to sleep?
Because I need to know what I'm in for the next day. I need to prepare myself before it happens.
Okay. Okay. But when you say prepare yourself before it happens, explain to me more in detail what you mean by that.
What I mean by that is I like to plan out my day ahead of time so that way, right from when I wake up, everything's on a set schedule. I know what has to be done, when it has to be done, what can't get done, what will get done. I'm on a set schedule for a lot of things at my job, so certain things have to be done by certain times. I can't do something else until the first task is done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I plan my whole day ahead, and then I give myself a little room for caution or error or emergency situations, which tend to happen all too often.
Okay. Do you find yourself overworked?
I wouldn't say overworked most of the time. There are certain days where I feel that I'm a little overwhelmed by the amount of work that I'm trying to squeeze in. For example, thank you for meeting me so late because I just worked a 14-hour shift
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a little worn out from that and I have to be back really early in the morning. So I'm glad that you can squeeze me in the little bit of time that we have.
Of course. And we have about 3 minutes left. We're doing great. So I want to ask you, do you find yourself in, the upcoming days seeking professional help, like going to your doctor and maybe you get a sleep study and maybe there's something that's going on that's like a sinus cold or something that you're not seeing that could be a cause of your, sleeping patterns right now?
I figure if my headaches don't stop and the Tylenol stops working, which it has been recently, I'm going to seek medical help. Or I'm going to seek a medical professional for help.
Okay.
Most likely my primary care physician, just to see if he can, figure anything out. If I have to do a sleep study, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. We have 2 minutes there. So do you feel you need to go to bed more at a reasonable time, or do you find yourself going to bed at a later time at night?
I find myself trying to go to bed early-ish. And by early, I mean like 10, 11 o'clock. But I don't actually fall asleep until about 11 or midnight. It usually takes an hour for me to actually fall asleep.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. What is your biggest struggle, do you think, when you're trying to go to sleep?
My biggest struggle when I try to go to sleep is getting comfortable.
Comfortable. Why don't you think you're comfortable?
Well, usually my back is sore and my neck is sore, so I have to roll over a lot during the night, which is probably why I wake up so much, just to like reposition myself so I don't feel like I'm pinching a nerve or something.
Okay, so you find yourself having, maybe, do you think it's your mattress?
I don't think it could be the mattress. I think it's just the amount of time that I spend on my feet in a day and the way that I have to bend and grab things at work and like turn, position myself.
Okay. So, now your headaches, do you think it's from the stress and everything that's going on in your day? We have 10 seconds, sir, unfortunately, but we do have 2 more times if you would like to talk.
If you have time, I have time to finish the interview.
You have time to finish the interview.
Yeah, I don't have to run off or anything.
Okay, I can extend 5 more minutes if that's okay with you, sir.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.